Today is June 20th, 2022. It is day 345 of data science. It is also a Tuesday. And today I'm going to set up, I'm going to use VScode, and I figured out how to set up my virtual environment so I could actually use Python in here. So what I'll do is I'll open up my command prompt here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new directory, and I'm going to call it data science, maybe, or data sci, or data science. Data science. And then I'm going to change here the directory to data science. So that's going to be my folder. And so now I'm going to make a virtual environment. So I'm going to do mk for make, and then virtual env, and I'm going to call it data sci env. And by the way, while this is loading, click enter, right? MK virtual environment is if you are using virtual wrapper, which I am. So another way you could have done this is, if I show you real quick over here, is by using Python, and you would have just done Python and then -m and then venv for virtual environment, and then the virtual environment name. But when I use virtual wrapper, it actually has a few benefits. First of all, I don't have to activate it and deactivate it manually. And not only that, but I can also locate kind of all of my virtual environments by using work on, which I think is pretty cool and a little bit easier. So let me just show you. But before, in order for MK virtual environment to work, you have to pip install the virtual environment library, which I'm trying to find, but it's like frozen right now, which is not okay. But yeah, I think it's just pip install, and then it's virtual vk virtual env something Windows if it's Windows. But if it's Mac or Linux, it's different. You don't need the Windows part. Let me scroll all the way down for my notes today. Let me see. Okay, so a little bit more up. Right here. So you have to pip install virtual env wrapper, and then Windows if it's Windows. If it's Mac or Linux, just do pip install virtual env wrapper, and then you can use mk, which stands for make virtual env, and then the name of your virtual environment. Okay, so that's just a little side note. So now that I have my virtual environment, it's still loading, but you'll see that it's going to make a directory, and then in the data science directory, it's going to make a virtual environment called data sci env. Enter. And then now you'll see that it activates. So it's activated, right? And so currently I'm in my virtual environment. So now if I go to VScode, I'm just going to do myself a favor and do File and New Window, and just close this one out. And do not save. Alright, so new window. And so let's say I want to start like a data science file or project, whatever. So what I'll do is I'll go here and I'll click on open folder. And I'll go to open folder and I'll find my directory, which should be somewhere here. So data science right here. You'll usually find it, by the way, to get here, you go to your C drive, which is your Windows. You go to users and you go to whatever your name is, and then it should be there. Somewhere. Data science, right here. Okay, and you select folder, but it would usually be in your, it would usually take you straight there. Okay, so select the folder, and then we'll wait. Okay, so now at this point you're inside that data science directory or folder. Yes, I trust the authors. I literally am the author. Alright, so now you have your data science, right? Directory. So in here, what I would do is I would just add a new file and call it main.py for my data science. And so over here, you'll notice that if I do import pandas as PD, it's going to give me an error because I don't have pandas installed in this virtual environment. Like for example, let me do data is equal to pd dot data frame, and I do like column 1, and then like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I say like data, and I run this. Let's see what happens. I don't even know what this is. What is this? You'll see that it's literally not even making sense. It's not even giving me an error. Like, what? What is this? I don't even know what this is. Okay, so it's not working, right? Because I don't actually have Pandas installed here. So what I do is I go back to my command prompt. What is going on? Why? I'm not clicking and though. What is this? Okay. Anyway, I go back to my command prompt, and inside this virtual environment, I click, I say pip install pandas, and so that's going to install pandas, which is a Python library, inside this virtual environment, and datascience env. And so notice that I don't even have it on yet. So what I have to do is I have to do Control-Shift-P, because it's going to be my Python. I'm just going to say Python and then select interpreter. And then over here, this is the interpreter that I'm trying to find here. So it's data sci environment over here. So this is the one that I need. And so now that I do this, and I'm just going to wait a few seconds for this to load here. So you wait a few seconds, and it should install pandas. So you can see it's loading, and Pandas actually has a lot of dependencies also installed with it, like NumPy and a few others. So it's not just installing, Pandas. So these are the dependencies also. So just wait and wait and wait and wait. But yeah, once you do Control-Shift-P, you can see already it's giving an error because it still doesn't have it, but it should pop up right here at the right corner. For some, it pops up in the bottom left, but for me, it pops up in the bottom right corner, like the environment that I'm using here. Let's see, is it done? Okay, I have to wait until, the command, the C pops up again. And you can see the file main.py that we made inside the folder, by the way. This thing is taking so long. Okay, so I'll pause and come back when it's done. Alright, so it says it's finally successfully installed. So at this point, if I go back over here and I run it, you'll see that it will actually print out my stuff. And notice that the little squiggly lines were removed because now it's actually viable. Is that a word? Viable? Real? Correct? I guess. Let's see. Let me do print data. Well, it should work. I literally did it the other day. Not the other day, 2 minutes ago. Let's see. Data science made up high. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, new terminal please and thank you. Let me just double check. So I can check the packages that are installed by doing pip list. And it should tell me the packages installed in that virtual environment. And Pandas should be there. It's just taking so long. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Why did it take so long? I don't know. But anyway, it did print out the data, as you can see, so that's working out. My only question, I am new to VScode. Why doesn't it output the output in the output section? And instead it does it in the terminal. You know what I mean? Like, shouldn't it be in output, the output, you know, the result? Shouldn't it be in output instead of the terminal? But whatever. I don't know. I'm new here. So that's how you get this to work over here. So you can see now it's running after I clicked it 5,000 times. Also, I believe you want to go to extensions if you haven't already in download. Not download, but like install Python, I believe it's the one that I have up here. I do have one installed. What do you mean? Oh, I don't? Okay, that's great. Oh, I do. Okay, so here Python you should install. So yeah, I've never even installed Jupyter. I don't know where that comes from. So I know. Oh my God, I'm not uncultured. I know what Jupyter is. I meant like I never installed it, so I don't know why that's there. I guess it's automatic. But yeah, here's the data frame, right? Using Pandas, I created a data frame. I gave it a column and some values, and then I printed out the data. And I think it should work without me having to say print, just like normal. If I go ahead and run this, it should work. I guess it's because I did a new terminal. Maybe that's why it worked after when I did terminal and I pressed on new. I guess that's why maybe it worked. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's it for that. I also, though, I do want to see if I can read a CSV from my computer without uploading it here or moving the data file into the folder, just in case. So what I'll do is, oh no, this thing didn't even print right. Where's the quotation? Oh, I'm dumb. Okay. So what I'll do is I'm just gonna get out of here real quick, and I'm just going to do data, and I'll do PD, another function of Pandas, read CSV. Actually, the one I think I'm gonna do is an Excel file, so I'll do read Excel, and then I'll just try to find that data. I have it somewhere, so in my desktop, I have a data folder. I love using desktop because anywhere else, I don't know how to get there. So I have data sets, and I think I'm gonna do my 9/11 one. What did I do? Oh, okay. So I'm just going to right click on this 9/11 XLS Excel file, and I'm going to copy the path, or copy as path, which is similar to what I do in Google Colab, and just paste that in there. And then let's see if it actually, so I'll do data.head, so it prints out the first 5 rows of that data set. And so we'll see if that works. So I'll do new terminal, and I'll wait a few seconds for it to load. All right, and then I'll run it, and then we'll see if it works. Okay, so it says syntax error, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so maybe I'll have to, oh, but that sucks. Oh, it's not XLS, it's Excel. Okay, let me just close this out. Can we like delete this? All right, let me run it again. Hello? Not again. Why is this thing so slow? Another one, pd.readExcel, XLS, syntax error, code can decode by position, whatever. Maybe it's the file that's going crazy, because I tried the file in Google Colab and it didn't even work either. So maybe I want to get a CSV file, maybe something different. So I'll do cast CSV, right click, copy path. If not, if that doesn't work, then I'll have to like literally put the data file into the data science directory. So copy as path. If this doesn't work, then we'll have to do that. And then this is a CSV file, so I'll have to change that to read CSV. So it reads the CSV file because it's not an Excel file. And then let me just close this out, new terminal. And then just wait a second for it to load. Okay, and then, oh, it's still not done, hold on. Okay, now run it, and then see if it works. You're kidding me. That's not even what I ran. Why does it do that? Oh, so it's running down here. It's still saying it's wrong, so I guess what I'll have to do is I'll have to, I don't know how to do this by the command prompt, so I'll just have to do it manually here. So I'll just take, this file, and I'll right click, hopefully there's an option to move it, maybe not, okay, great. I could just, okay, let me look at the properties. Can't I change its path? Can I change its location? No? Okay, that's great. How about I just move it to profiles? Where's users? Users? Are you serious? I am the administrator. Like what? Rude. Thank you very much. And then put this in Sarai. Yes. Okay, Sarai Monte. Where did it go? Come on. It should be somewhere here. Okay, right here. And then go here. No, sweetheart. Just go up here. Scroll all the way up, and I'm just going to put it into my data science folder, which should be right here. Okay, so if I go to data science, it should be in there now. Okay, perfect. So now if I go to VScode, it should pop up there, right there. Perfect. So now at this point, I'm just going to right click, and hopefully there's an option to copy the path. Oh my god, what is that? Okay, copy the path. Really? No, thank you. It's okay. So what I'll do is I'll go back to main.py, and then I'll do this, and I'll just maybe it didn't work because, you know what, never mind. I don't even want to think about it. Just paste that in. It's the same thing, bro. Maybe it'll work now because it's in the same directory, question mark. We'll see. If not, then I don't know what to tell you. Are you serious? It's literally there. How about I do just cast.csv? Because the data frame worked, why not this? Hello? Are you gonna work or not? type option on import set low memory equals to false. Huh? Oh my god, it did do it. Hold on. Let me actually open up the file and see if those are the true. Nah, bro, I'm so confused. Columns. Oh my god, you can see, like, it's crazy. Interesting. So it works, but it says D-type warning. Columns have mixed types. Specify D-type option on import or set low memory equals to false. What? Okay, you know what? How about I just make my own data set? And I'll see if I could download. Okay, hold on. Let me go to X. Do I have Excel? Yes, I do, right? I think. Right, yeah. Okay, so I'll go to Excel and I'll make my own data set and download it as a CSV file, and I'll make sure that they all have the same data types. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Growing up, my family struggled to make ends meet. But if you worked hard, you could do better than your parents. That's the American dream. Now that dream is out of reach for too many. That's why we're cutting taxes, making New Jersey more affordable.
Okay, so let me do open. Oh, no, I meant new. Blank workbook. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a really quick data set. So I'm gonna be like, let's say like a student data set. So, what the? Excuse you, rude. No. Can you just study or work anywhere with Office mobile app? Can you just go? Thank you. Can I not type? Yo, are you serious right now? Did it really? What? I am offended. I am honestly offended. Why is it not letting me type? Is it because it's expired? It always says that. It never says anything. No way. Oh, that's why. 1 second. Well, where is it? This is great. Okay, 1 sec. Okay, I really don't know. Everything on this computer is malfunctioning these past few days. So what I'm going to do, I know that I have a data set that I made in... Honestly, I don't even know anymore. Hold on, let me check. Let's go to data, desktop data. Actually, I don't even know if data sets. I know that there's one. It's a chemistry one. Grades from a chemical. Yes, this one. I love this one. Which one is the Excel one? I don't know which one it is. Okay, this one is a CSV one. So what I'll do is I'll just move this over here to, where's my, okay, users, continue. Let's see if this one works. If it doesn't, then I'm just gonna have to Google why it's not working. Okay, so move this into Saraimante, continue. Alright, then find the folder, not the folder, excuse me, the file, and just put it in the data set, this data science directory, or folder, whatever. Right here, oh my god, did I just move into Blender Kit? Great. Alright, data science. Now it should be here. So what I'll do is, this one's much better. There we go. Okay, so I need to just, I'll do myself a favor and go to data science and just delete the cast because I don't even really care about it. I should delete here also. And then at this point, I'm going to try to copy the path, or maybe not, I don't know. So I'm going to go to main.py, and I'll just do, I can't right now. I'm gonna have to call it something different. I mean, can I just copy it? Nope, that's great. Let me go to my C drive, users, Sarai. What's happening? Data science, and I'm just gonna call it, I'm gonna right click and then rename, or properties. Rename, I'm just gonna call it grades dot CSV. Okay, so that should change over here in a few seconds. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to my main.py, and instead of copying the path, I'll just change it to grades.csv. And let me close this out. Okay, so we have that, and it looks much nicer. And now, what I think I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna delete all of these. This is gonna do new terminal, and then just wait for it to load. Maybe this time we'll do something for once. Okay, so then I'm gonna run it, and then let's pray to God that it works. This thing literally did nothing. Like, are you kidding? Do I have to, like, print it out? Or, like, what? Like, print? That doesn't even make sense. Does that make sense? Print. Oh, there we go. Finally, it took 30 minutes, but we got it. Yes. So it turns out it was the file. I guess the 911 one just didn't work, and then the other one was really weird. But this one's a really nice one. It has, it's very CSV friendly. So apparently we have to print. I haven't used print since I was like in 5th grade, literally. I've been using like Python versions where you don't have to use print. I just do like data.head and then it just, prints out. But I guess I'm gonna have to go back to this. That scares me because it reminds me of maps.lib, like plt.show. Like I haven't used that since like, I don't think I ever even used it actually. Maybe once, but like, nah, I just do like a plt and then it just shows up. I don't have to do plt.show. Anyway, I guess I have to do that now. But yeah, here is the output. Really exciting, or not, I don't know. Actually, I'm really proud of myself because yesterday I couldn't do this, and I spent a whole day yesterday and today learning how to figure this out, how to learn this, and thank God I figured it out. So yeah, very exciting. So a few things that I picked up. It's recommended, I guess. It works better for me if the data file is inside the directory that I'm working in, which in this case is data science. So that way I can just easily, do grades.csv. Just the name of the file. Apparently I have to print out things, unfortunately. That's great. And then the output goes in the terminal. And then if something's just messed up, just create a new terminal. And then also, I control, if you do Control-Shift-P, right, and then you go to Python Select Interpreter, and this is where you select your Python interpreter, which An interpreter is basically what tells your computer what you're writing. It interprets your Python code. So you write Python code, and then it interprets it to the computer. So it translates it into like Python. To computer language, which is binary, like zeros and ones, right? So that's what I'm assuming it is. But the essence, the idea is that you write Python code, it translates it into computer language in which the computer can understand, and that's how the computer outputs that result. So that's your Python interpreter. And so in this case, you have to I use a virtual environment. So you could use your global environment, I believe. It's just this, right? Or it literally tells you, it's right there. But I created a virtual environment so that I know, so that if I install packages for data science, they're only going to be installed, they can only be used when I am in this environment, like this data science environment. I actually have it as data science in env. So so if I were to try to use these packages in my global system with Python, it wouldn't work because these packages are only installed within that virtual environment. And so that's the idea. And so I showed you how to create that. Well, I created that, using the command prompt. I went here and I just made the folder data science, right? Make directory, make folder. I changed the directory to data science. So as you can see, the path here was just like C user Soray Malte, and by changing the directory to data science, now it's C user Soray Malte and then data science. And so then I can create a virtual environment inside that folder, inside that directory, by using virtual wrapper MK, which stands for make virtual environment, and then I named my virtual environment. And you can only use this if you pip install virtual environment. If I can show it right here. Pip install virtual env wrapper. And then if you have Windows, you add the -win. If not, if you have Linux or Mac, you can leave it as just pip install virtual env wrapper, and you have to do this in the global environment, not in any other virtual environment. And then, right, so I made a data science environment, and then from there, I just installed Pandas in here in the command prompt. So I did pip install Pandas, and then it installed Pandas and its dependencies and other packages that it depends on, right? And then I checked pip list, right? I checked the packages that this virtual environment has, right? And then I just came back over here and did Control-Shift-P, selected Python interpreter, and selected my virtual environment. And so now whatever packages that I have in that virtual environment are going to be, or allowed to be used here in VScode. So that's the idea of it. So that's pretty much all there is to it. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. Bye.